G'day everyone, it's Omidex here, and this video will be about my top 5 attacking tips on FC26 to give you that extra bit of sharpness in the final third and help you score more goals and win more games. FC26 is here and you'll need coins to buy high-end players to make your ultimate team. So check out lootbar.gg and their incredible prices. They're already 10% cheaper than any other platforms, and I've got you another 8% off by using my code OMI. And after your purchase, you receive a free 5% extra coins, more than the amount you actually ordered. They have a super fast and safe delivery system, so you can have your coins within 30 minutes. Lootbar is trusted and used by many well-known FC26 creators, so you know you're in safe hands. So make sure to check out lootbar.gg and their incredible prices, and don't forget to use the code OMI that cash out to get that extra 8% off. The link is in the description. For those of you who don't know me, welcome to the channel. I'm Omidex, a competitive pro club striker competing under PCL. I have won championships, player of the tournaments, and top goal scorer multiple times as a striker. So when we're talking about attacking tips, you know I'm in business. So let's get to the top 5 attacking tips, and I'm not the type to save the best for the last. So at number 1, we have, in my opinion, the most effective attacking mechanic in this year's installment of the game. It destroys AI defending like nothing you've ever seen. Of course, I'm talking about player locks. Yep, that's a bit advanced, complicated for some casual players maybe, but if there's literally one thing I want you all to learn, practice, and master on FC26, it's player locks, and trust me, you'll thank me later. Let me break it down for you real quick. This whole thing is really easy, to be fair. You get the ball to your cam, false 9 striker, or whoever your playmaker is. You find yourself in some space so your player lock can't be interrupted. Player lock to your striker, and if the opponent keeps AI defending, they get destroyed. Game over. Easiest goal you'll ever score. Yeah, but your opponent was rubbish, man. You can't do this against a good opponent who presses the midfield. Look at this one. Here it is against a solid player who knows how to press, properly player switch, and plays the 4-2-1-3 and everything, complete sweat. Patiently, you get the ball to your cam. But if the opponent is good, here you'll need to first get past this one defensive midfielder who's always gonna be on you. So I get past him, and as soon as I get the ball to this position with this much space, it's a goal, a guaranteed goal, and there's nothing they can do about it. Here there are 2 defensive gaps that I can exploit. This one down here is the one I'm going for, and it's a better option. So I hit the player lock, and I see as soon as I'm switched to my striker, this guy reads me, instantly switches to his center back trying to cover my run. So what do? I fake going up for half a second. It's enough to throw him off. I cut my run into the gap that's now double the size it was again. Through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, easiest goal I'm gonna score. And I know I get it, it's a brain-dead concept. The attacking AI should be exploiting the gaps on its own, and this way it's just too sweaty. But we're talking about FC26, where defensive AI is far superior to attacking AI. Even if your opponent makes a mistake and there's just one center back left and you make your attacker run, he will ignore all that free space and run directly into that one single remaining defender, which, yeah, EAFC doesn't make any sense. So player locking is the most effective way of overwriting that stupid AI and getting through without breaking the sweat. Also, I noticed this year one of the most important attacking aspects of the game is building momentum. You're running towards the goal and the opponent's defense have their back to their goal. It takes them time to go from jockeying, turn around, and reach full sprint speed, which is precisely why this is the easiest way to go through one-on-one with the keeper, because even with their fastest center backs, they physically cannot catch up to you. Again, it's very simple. Build momentum, you'll be faster than opponent's defense. Now, moving on to the attacking tip number 2, left stick dribbling is amazing in this game. So when you're on the ball, sprint less, left stick more. It's a very basic tip, right? Easy to follow, yet I'm surprised on how many opponents I face even in high divisions where they just run mindlessly in straight line, like the easiest possible thing to defend against. You wanna be unpredictable with your movement, So quickly changing directions is the most fundamental, don't let them know what your next move is kind of thing. And if you pair left stick dribblings with some skill moves, which my favorite skill move of this year is the L1 step over, like that skill move is the one to break ankles this year. Again, pair that with left stick dribbling, you're gonna confuse your opponent, put them in an uncomfortable position trying to figure out your next move, and you'll attract some defenders towards yourself, which easily leads to free space up top where you pass and eventually you score a goal. Moving on to tip number 3, and this is going to be a quick one. When you're in the penalty area trying to shoot, especially this year on FC 26, near post shots are so much better than far post shots. I'm not saying shoot everything near post. Sometimes the angle is blocked and sometimes it's not the correct scenario. But when in doubt, considering that almost every FC player nowadays moves their goalkeeper, and even if they don't, I'm saying it, 8 times out of 10 near post shots this year are way more consistent. So keep that in your mind, do it a bit more often and you'll see the difference. Now tip number 4, a very important one this year. Do more tiki-taka and fewer premature incisive passes. This year, the simple passes with your X button on PlayStation and A button on Xbox is the best it's ever been when it comes to FC games. They're reliable, consistent, and usable in so many different scenarios. So when you're attacking, if there's a chance for a quick through ball to make you one-on-one with the goalkeeper, obviously go for it. But it doesn't always work, it's predictable, and honestly you won't get better at the game by spamming one mechanic. Instead, take your time on the ball, keep the ball moving with some quick passes, keep possession when you need, and by constantly doing so you're making your opponent uncomfortable being off position on the defense, and he has to absorb all the pressure and keep his composure not to give away any space. Keep doing it for long enough and he will make a mistake. Drag the defender out of position and that'll be your golden ticket. This is really underrated, and it's something I tell every player I coach. To be a better attacker, you need to play patiently, especially against an elite player. By rushing your attacks and thinking you can get away with scoring an easy goal, you'll do absolutely nothing. So the better your opponent is, respect their skills, take your time and realize you need to work every single pass and earn every goal. It won't come easy, it rarely does. And finally, tip number 5, and something I keep saying over and over again. Trigger runs by using the L1 button and do a lot of 1-2 passes. It's super crucial to give your team some motion, have different runners all over the place at all times, and keep your opponent confused and overwhelmed, to be honest. Like, this is one of those fundamental things that you see any good player literally spam every single game. And yet still, I see so many players doing it for a few games and then, I don't know, maybe they forget how important it is, maybe they just get tired of playing FIFA and wanna score on easy mode, which, again, against a solid opponent will never be the case. They stop trigger runs, doing 1-2 passes, they realize they're not playing as good as before because, you know, their team doesn't have any motion anymore. So print it down, have it on top of your gaming screen. Trigger runs, okay? Attacking AI will never be smart enough to do it for you, and you'll just sit there thinking why your players aren't moving and your team plays so stationary. So do it manually. Anyway, that's it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. It will help out the channel massively. This is the end of this video, and hopefully I will see you on the next one.